Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Yoga here from Synergita. Warm welcome you all for this webinar. And our focus is going to be on the employee profile management and the HR admin tasks. Today, the presenter is going to be Ms. Kavitha. She's part of implementation and support team. And there's a general housekeeping instructions. I believe you all know. Now, let me give this call to Kavitha. Kavitha will run the webinar from here. Thank you for your time. And Kavitha, please proceed.
Thank you, Yoga. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Kavitha Gunasekaran. I'm part of implementation from Synergita. Before forwarding to the webinar, I would like to thank you all for sparing your sweet time for this webinar. Thank you once again. And with further no delay, we'll get into the webinar. So we'll discuss about the topic employee profile management and HR admin task. So as the topic says, the employee profile management. So the employee profiles are maintained and management, which has a very necessity for an organization requirements. And the profile. So we'll see a short brief about what is profile, so that we'll forward to the brief topic. So this profile is nothing but analysis representing the extent to which something exhibits various characteristics. So as it says, profile has a very vital role for an organization. It's not just one employee, an entire employee profile needs to be managed in an organization. So it's not just profile, and it also is very necessary things have to be included in its types. It's organization, reporting structure, personal details, travel, education, and documents. So which really helps the administrator to track the employees and to maintain their information up to date with these. So, and also it is information for each employee which you need to collect and identify for the daily basis, and also for the career growth, which requires the designations, work role, relationships, and further going reports. So when it comes to employee profile, the profile which really includes the education, skill reports, it's just not only for the organization purpose and also for the career growth of an individual and also for the assignments. So not only the profile management handles their profile and also necessary to make the changes in day-to-day life. It may be the HR's need or their updations or their career-wide promotions. So the additional details or the modifications can be done in the profile. So we'll see the benefits. Of course, it's time-saving. It eliminates paperwork. It can manage users and roles. It's data integrity. It configures group heads and business roles. It's fully automated employee tracking. It assists the employee in own profile maintenance, so that whenever the employee needs to maintain their profile in a manner they want to, yes, they can go to. And manage every detail of the employee, including personal, education, passport, and travel details. And also you can receive the email notifications for changes on skill set, educational qualifications, etc. So we'll see in tool that how it works in profile management. Just a moment. So this is a tool, and I have logged in as an HR. So as you can see here, the people. So I can go to the my team, and here you can see the list of employees under this organization. So here I open as an employee. So we'll look at how the profile looks. So this is the profile of Nanda Kumar. And you can see here, the first is the default organization, which includes their basic details, in which contains their employee effective type, employee number, their name, their last name, and the date of joining. And next, the organization, which includes the company, department, their location, and their effective. And in the work details, it includes the designation, their track, their work role, and their employee status. And also in contact details, the very necessity email and the office ID. And if the HR needs an updation in this, yes, they can do it immediately. So once you click here, it automatically goes to the editable, which is inline, and you can edit here. So if you want to edit the name or the necessity details, if you want to in the profile, yes, you can do it, and you can click on the save. If you miss misbehavior, just press something, and if you want to correct it, you can just cancel it so that the profile remains same without any changes have been done. And also it contains various parts. There's types like reporting structure, which includes their reportings. So you can look at this for their primary managers or their reviewers. So their direct reportees and everything regarding their reporting structure. So if the HR needs to be add, yes, they can click add. You can go to the reporting structure relationships, and you can go search for the employees so that their reporting will be added, and they can click on the select, and they can go for the effective from date, and they can save it so that their reporting structure would be added, or they can change even. And personal details, of course, their personal gender, primary contact number, nationality, so that these are the totally dependent on the individual, so that if they wish to update it, yes, they can. And the travel details, education, experience, and documents, and it just goes on. So in coming to documents, yes, the HR can add it, the resume or any other specialized documents here, and the description, so that they can choose the file which they want to save, and then when they click save, yes, those documents get saved in the document. So that this really helps the individual in the career aspirations, not only the individual as well as for the company and the organization. So let's go to the presentation, just a moment. So as it's showed in the tool, you can see the screenshots. And also I would like to go to the another task, which is import and export, which has very mandatory to it. So HR has authorized for this, which is the employee details. Here you can, when you click the employee detail, here you can see the download template and import. So when it's a download template, there is a default template which the employee details need to be filled so that they can import it into the tool. So I'm just downloading it. So here you can see the employee downloaded, and I just want to highlight what is the essential you need to fill in up. So it's already been saved file, so I just want to highlight the mandatory fields. So the HR needs to fill the first name, employee number, and username. These are the very mandatory things needs to be updated in the employee details sheet, and also other details like last name, employee type, designation, and then it just goes on. So once it's completed, you can directly save it, and when you give an import option, you can choose the file, and you can, when you give an upload, so automatically the file gets uploaded and the employee details would get uploaded in the tool. As well as the employee details, and also you can maintain the employee relationship, which includes their relationship fields like their manager details, and the reporting structures also can be maintained through this. So let's go to the presentation. So the next topic is HR admin task. When it comes to HR, it's a very vital role for an organization to put all the organization details as well as the employee details in one, and to maintain with the business needs. So HR can manage the multiple templates, and also they can create templates based on designation, workload, and the level wise, and they can design the multiple workflow for the organization, and which really is a very mandatory role for an HR. And also you can do it in the tool which I want to show just now. So this is the screenshot which I have pasted here. This is the HR administration and the fields which is there. So I'll like to show you in real, just a minute. So in two, here you can see the admin, so that you can, when you click the HR admin, here you can see the HR admin page. So I want to highlight it, the one. So first I would like to tell about the managed feedback cycle. In managed feedback cycle, as you can see, the various cycles has been already has been done, but if you would like to add a fresh, yes, the HR can click on add, and here you can give the cycle name details, the template and the description, the cycle date from and to, and the reviewer group. Then you can click save and continue, which leads to the employee list. Here you can add the employees, whoever you want to run under the cycle, and once you confirm, so automatically those employees would get confirmed and get into the cycle. So I would like to show you the previous cycle so that it would be easy for you to understand. So this is a previous cycle. So it's the appraisal cycle 16 to 17, and the date from reviewer group, Windows. So once it's been done, I'm going to the employee list. As an HR, if you would like to, you may have the necessity to add an employee in between or to remove it. So for that, here you can go and search for a name, or else if you can click this, automatically the employees would get pulled out here. So from this, you can select the employee and you can click the add to list so that those employee would get into the cycle. So once you save and confirm, it will take you to the next page and the next page. So the final page would be the confirmation, where you can confirm all the employees to run in under this cycle. And the reviewers under the current cycle would not get, you cannot make the changes for them. So once they completed the cycle, you can make the changes. And if you make changes in between, those changes would reflect on the next cycle, not in the current cycle, which is ongoing. And in next, and next would be the manage feedback form template. In manage feedback template, so there is a various roles which is designation wise or workload wise organization put in a templates. So here you can add on the templates as per the organization requirements. So you can add the template name, their description, the organization unit, the department or the designation wise you want to add it, and the workload and level. You can save so that the template would get assigned. Here I would like to show you an example. So if you want to copy the similar kind of templates, you can click on the copy template. So the same template would get copied and you can edit in that. Or else if I would like to show you the view of already paste template. So here an HR can look into the template which is already assigned. Here the name, description and the measure and the weightage has been given. So once it's been done, you can click save and then publish so that you can make any changes whenever necessary. And next is workflow. So when it comes to workflow is nothing but it's nothing to define and execute the automate the process. So these are the different set of actions together performed in a sequential manager, which really initiate the feedback process and automate the process so that without any disturbance, the process just continues in the workflow manner. And the next is, we'll go to the presentation now. So next topic is analytics and reports. So reports are the very major role playing an organization for an HR. It's an administrative necessity. The information which is really essential, you can complete it via report, and always report is in a sequential manner. It is effective means of communication within the organization. It provides feedback to employees. It is prepared for the information and guidance of others' connection with matter or problem. So here in Synergita, the report is classified into two. There's 30 set of reports, but they're classified into two. So HR has an access to reports. So here you can see the report, and here when you click the manage reports, so the page just shows. And here there is, as I said before, classified into two. So one is employee management and one is performance management. Employee management is nothing but completely under the employee categories and their set of data and the criteria. When it comes to performance, it completely for the performance based on the employee regarding their feedback and the continuous feedback and the quadrant and their report wise. So first we'll show the employee management. The very important thing is the employee reports. I'll show you how to generate the report. When you click the employee report, here you can see all the employees comes under the list. So total employees would fall under this category. So if you want to filter them according to your requirements, you can go and type on these details here, so that you can, when you click the display report, so those filtered employees would get in here. And when you want to save it, it is just click here, so that you would get three options, whether you want to save in Excel format, PDF or Word. So that if I just would click in Excel, so automatically those employees would get the report under the Excel. If you want to Word or PDFs, it's up to the HR requirements, so that you can upload these data in here. And the next is, when again I would like to show in performance the employee feedback status report. So employee feedback status report is nothing but one or more process in a feedback cycles, which really useful to monitor and track the status of appraisal of the feedback cycles. So it is completely up to the HR's requirements. If they have any particular to filter upon the reports according to the requirements, they can do it. Here the cycle duration would come, and they can click the feedback cycle name, or they can pull out the very particular individual report, so that they click on the first name, the feedback. So they want to, if they want to filter it according to their category wise, yes, those are available in here in the feedback workflow status. So they can click that, and after that, if they click the display report, as you are aware, those reports would fall under here. Again, if you want to save it, yes, these three options would be available, so that you can get your data in Excel, PDF or Word format. And I would like to take you through the presentation. Just a moment. So as I said before, it have an excellence of 30 reports, which is based on the two categories. One is employee and one is performance. One is performance. So employees, when it's completely transitional in nature, and it's useful for the day-to-day use to generate the reports under the employee categories. And when it comes to performance, they're completely strategic in nature. So as I showed before, you can see the managed reports, screenshots, and the performance management. And it is end, and thank you so much for all your time.
And thank you so much, Kavitha, for this wonderful webinar. Just to recap, we started looking into the employee profile management. Let me just quickly recap what exactly we have seen. So why we talked about this HR profile management is like basic employee profile management, because day to day, like we are having like a lot of challenges in updating it. For example, like in a month, like we may have like 5 people added to the organization, and every time like we need to add like every person into the system, it is going to be pretty difficult. That is the reason like we have introduced the import and export option. Like this import and export option is going to be available for all our HR executives. So wherein like whenever you wanted to import the mass data, definitely this import export option is going to help you for the organization. Whenever you need a bulk data needs to be imported, you can use this option. And in case if it is not enabled and you are not unable to access it, please keep us posted on support@synergita.com. We'll be able to help you in enabling this and working this for you. And we talked about the employee profile management for every individual. And we are having like many options to capture the employee information. Now, as you've seen the reporting section, the personal details, I especially I want to talk about the skills. The skills, and like currently, if you see like all of our organizations, all of our customers are started using this, because currently they wanted to know like what kind of in-house skills they currently have with everyone. And in case of any skill is needed for anything, like they can just pull a report. We have a skill report available under report section, wherein you can pull out the report and you can you can definitely see what kind of a in-house skill do you have. And also with respect to career aspirations and documents. In case if these are all not enabled for you, please keep us posted. We will be able to enable it for you. And we talked about the profile management and then like HR admin tasks. Like when it comes to HR admin tasks, as I told you, as Kavitha mentioned, you can manage the feedback cycles by your own. Whenever you wanted to create the cycles, you can create the cycles, and you can conduct a review cycle anytime during the course of the year. Likewise, we talked about the templates. The templates are working in a logic wherein it can be mapped as per the designations or the work role or as per the level. These combinations can be brought in to manage the templates very well. And if you really wanted to have a look at it, or you wanted to have more insight, please you can use our support site, support.synergita.com, wherein you have more information about all these areas. And we talked about the reports, the managed reports. Currently, you may see only a very less number of reports in your login because we enable the relevant reports available for you. In case if you feel that like you wanted to have all the available reports, please keep us posted. We'll be able to enable it for you. And I believe like all these three areas, I think we have covered pretty much. And in case if you have any queries or any clarification needed, please feel free to reach us out on support@synergita.com. We are happy to help you with all your queries. And thank you very much for your time. And please, we'll meet again in the next webinar. Thank you, Kavitha, and thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Yoga.